My ex-girlfriend claimed she was pregnant to win me back. So I took a step she never saw coming. And the truth crushed her plans. Original post: I, 29 male, broke up with Cassidy, 27, 8 weeks ago after catching her in yet another lie. Together for 2 years, and the last 6 months were just discovering how much she'd been deceiving me about everything. The final straw? Found out she'd been telling her coworkers we were engaged, complete with a fake ring she bought herself and a whole wedding Pinterest board she showed around the office. I found out when her colleague congratulated me at a company barbecue. We'd never even discussed marriage seriously. When confronted, she tried to play it off as manifesting our future and said I was ruining her positive visualization. I ended it that day. Clean break. She moved out of my place within a week. Radio silence for 6 weeks. I started dating again. Met Ruby through a hiking group. Super chill, straightforward person. The opposite of Cassidy's constant drama. Then 2 weeks ago, got this text at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. Cassidy, we need to talk. I'm pregnant. My stomach dropped. We'd always been careful, but nothing's 100%, right? Me, are you sure? Cassidy, 6 weeks along, it's yours. The math checked out. 6 weeks ago was right before the breakup. But something felt off. Call it intuition from dealing with her lies. Me, okay, I need to see a test. Wow. You don't trust me? I need verification for something this serious. She sent a photo of a positive pregnancy test. 2 lines. But here's the thing. I'd seen her fake Instagram stories before. Girl knew her way around photo editing. Me, I'll go with you to the doctor to confirm. I already went. They confirmed it. Great, I'll need the documentation for legal purposes. Radio silence for an hour. You're really going to be this cold about carrying your child? Me, I'm being responsible. Send the doctor's confirmation. She sent a blurry photo of what looked like medical paperwork. Conveniently, the doctor's name and clinic details were cut off. That's when I decided to handle this strategically. No emotional reactions, just facts. Update 1. Started documenting everything immediately. Every text, every timeline, every claim. Created a folder on my laptop. Pregnancy claims, evidence. First step, asked for specifics. Me, which clinic did you go to? Cassidy Women's Health Center downtown. Which one? There are 3. Why does it matter? You don't believe me? I need to know for insurance and legal documentation. Which doctor? Dr. Sarah. Last name? I don't remember. God, why are you interrogating me? Red flag number 1. Who forgets their OB's name when pregnant? Called all 3 women's health centers downtown. Asked if they had a Dr. Sarah. 2 said no. 1 had a Dr. Sarah Chen who was booked solid for new patients for the next 2 months. Meanwhile, Cassidy started the emotional manipulation campaign. Posted vague, going through something hard stories on Instagram. Her friends started reaching out to mutual acquaintances. The narrative was spreading. I'd knocked her up and abandoned her. Her best friend Mallory texted me, "You're really going to abandon Cass while she's pregnant? That's cold, even for you." I haven't abandoned anyone. I've asked for medical confirmation. She showed you the test. A photo of a test. I've offered to go with her to any appointment. She doesn't need your permission to be pregnant. Never said she did, just need actual verification. Then Cassidy escalated, started sending me bump photos, her pushing out her stomach in mirrors, 8 weeks and showing. I reverse image searched one, found it on a pregnancy forum from 2019, but I didn't confront her yet. Started building my case, called my lawyer friend, Dimitri, explained the situation. Dimitri, get everything in writing. If she's pregnant, establish paternity legally. If she's lying, document everything for potential harassment charges. Me, what are my rights here? Dimitri, you can request a prenatal paternity test. Non-invasive, just needs her blood. If she refuses, that's telling. Send Cassidy a formal text. I want to handle this responsibly. I'm requesting we schedule a prenatal paternity test. I'll cover all costs. This will give us both clarity moving forward. Her response was nuclear. You're demanding I prove your baby is yours? What kind of monster are you? I was faithful. Me. This is standard procedure. It protects both our interests. I can't believe you're treating me like some random hookup. We were together for 2 years. Me. And I want to handle this properly. When can we schedule the test? She ignored the question, instead started a smear campaign. Facebook posts about deadbeat fathers and men who won't step up, tagged our mutual friends. That's when I made my move. Update 2. Cassidy went full scorched earth when I kept insisting on the paternity test. Started showing up places she knew I'd be. Appeared at my weekend basketball game with her hand on her bump. Cassidy, loud enough for everyone. The father of my child won't even talk to me. Calmly. I've responded to every text. I've asked for medical verification. Cassidy, I'm pregnant with your baby and you treat me like a stranger. My teammate Derek, dude, handle your business. To Derek, I'm trying to. She won't take a paternity test. That shut down some of the judgment, but Cassidy adapted. Next, she hit me with financial demands. Long text about pregnancy expenses she needed covered. Prenatal vitamins, $200. Maternity clothes, $500. Healthy food budget, $400 a month. Pregnancy massage therapy, $150 a week. Birthing classes, $300. If you won't be emotionally supportive, at least be financially responsible. Me, I'll reimburse all pregnancy-related expenses once paternity is established. Keep your receipts. She exploded. Called me 15 times in an hour. Left voicemails sobbing about how I was starving your child and forcing a pregnant woman into poverty. Then came the family intervention. Her mom, Janet, called. Janet, Nolan, I'm disappointed in you. Hi, Janet. Cassidy is going through something beautiful and you're ruining it with your paranoia. I'm asking for standard medical verification. She's my daughter. I know when she's telling the truth. Did she tell you about the fake engagement ring? Pause. That's different, is it? But the real escalation came when Cassidy found out about Ruby. Don't know how, probably Instagram stalking. Showed up at my apartment at midnight, banging on the door. Open up, we need to talk about our baby. Through the door. It's midnight, we can talk tomorrow. You're probably in there with her, cheating on your pregnant girlfriend. We're not together, Cassidy. She sat outside my door for an hour, alternating between crying and yelling. I recorded it all on my phone. Finally called building security. The next day, she sent an ultrasound photo. Your baby at 9 weeks. I did a reverse image search. First result, 9-week ultrasound from a medical website. That's when I decided to go nuclear with my response. Update 3. Consulted with Dimitri again. He suggested something brilliant. Dimitri, send her a formal legal letter. State that you'll provide full financial support upon confirmation of paternity. Include a deadline. We drafted it together. Professional, clean, bulletproof. Gave her 2 weeks to provide either 1. Prenatal paternity test results. 2. Verified medical documentation from a named physician. 3. Agreement to attend a doctor's appointment together. Also stated that continued harassment without proof would result in legal action. Cassidy's response was to double down. Started a GoFundMe. Single mother abandoned by wealthy ex. The description was wild. Claimed I was a tech executive. I'm a project manager who cut her off financially when she got pregnant. Said she needed money for prenatal care because I refused to help. She raised $400 before I found out. From her friends and family mostly. That's when I played my ace. See, Cassidy forgot something. In our state, fraud over $300 is a felony, and claiming to need money for pregnancy medical care when you're not pregnant? That's textbook fraud. I didn't report it yet. Instead, I commented on the GoFundMe. I have offered repeatedly to pay for all medical expenses upon receipt of verification of pregnancy and paternity. Cassidy has refused to provide medical documentation or agree to a paternity test. I have this all documented. Contributors should be aware they may be victims of fraud if no pregnancy exists. The GoFundMe disappeared within 2 hours, but Cassidy made her biggest mistake next. She texted, "Fine. You want proof? Meet me at Downtown Medical Center tomorrow at 2 p.m. I have an appointment with Dr. Morrison." I agreed, showed up with Dimitri as my witness, waited in the lobby. 2 p.m. came and went. At 2:20, she texted, "Running late, wait for me." At 2:45, she walked in. No appointment. No Dr. Morrison at that clinic. She was trying to fake it on the spot. Watched her go to reception, have a hushed conversation, then come back looking panicked. They mixed up my appointment. It's actually next week. No problem. Let's reschedule. What date and time? I'll let you know. Dimitri, we can wait while you reschedule now. She practically ran out. That evening, got a long text about how I was stressing her out, and it was bad for the baby. Said she was going to stay with her sister Delaney in another state until I came to my senses. Perfect. I let her go, then executed the final phase. Final update. Let Cassidy think she'd won by leaving town. Waited a week. Then sent one text. I hope you're well. I've hired a private investigator to verify your pregnancy claims for legal purposes. They'll be in touch. I hadn't hired anyone, but Cassidy didn't know that. The panic was immediate. 20 missed calls, texts begging me to call off the PI. Her sister Delaney called, furious. Delaney, you're having her stalked now? I'm verifying claims that affect my legal and financial future. She's pregnant. What more do you need? Medical proof. Has she seen a doctor there? Long pause. She's been stressed, moving and all. So Nolan, look, is she pregnant, Delaney? Longer pause. I don't know. The house of cards was falling. Next call was from Janet, Cassidy's mom. Different tone this time. Nolan, I need to apologize. Oh? I found the pregnancy tests in Cassidy's old room. Boxes of them from Amazon and fake ultrasound photos printed from websites. I see. I'm mortified. We all believed her. She seemed so convinced. What's happening now? Janet. She admitted everything. She's not pregnant? Never was. She thought if she could get you to believe it long enough, you'd get back together, and then she'd miscarry, and you'd stay out of sympathy. The entitlement was staggering. She planned to fake a miscarriage for sympathy. But I wasn't done. Remember the GoFundMe? The harassment? The defamation to all our mutual friends? Sent a group message to everyone she'd involved. Hi all, you may have seen posts from Cassidy about her pregnancy and my alleged abandonment. I want to set the record straight. Cassidy has admitted to her family that she was never pregnant. This was a deliberate deception. I have documentation of fake ultrasound images taken from medical websites, refusal to provide any medical verification, attempted fraud via GoFundMe, admission to her mother that she planned to fake a miscarriage. I'm sharing this because many of you were manipulated into taking sides in a completely fabricated situation. I bear no ill will toward those who believed her, but wanted you to know the truth. Attached screenshots of her mom's texts, confirming the lie. The fallout was swift. Everyone who donated to the GoFundMe demanded refunds. Her work found out, someone forwarded the messages about her lying about pregnancy for sympathy time off. Ruby, who'd been incredibly patient through all this, said she respected how I handled it without losing my cool. Mutual friends cut Cassidy off completely. Cassidy sent one final text. You destroyed my life over a mistake. I loved you. Me, you destroyed your own life with lies. Love doesn't fake pregnancies. Blocked her on everything. Her sister Delaney reached out last week to tell me Cassidy's in therapy now. Apparently this wasn't her first fake pregnancy. She'd pulled similar with a college boyfriend. Pattern of behavior. Learn some valuable lessons. Trust your gut when something feels off. Document everything when dealing with manipulation. Never give in to emotional terrorism. The truth always comes out. Been with Ruby for 3 months now. Told her early on about my trust issues from Cassidy. She appreciated the honesty. We joke that our relationship milestone was surviving a fake pregnancy scare from my ex. Looking back, I'm glad I stayed calm and strategic. Could have easily turned into a he said she said disaster. Instead, I let Cassidy hang herself with her own lies. The best revenge? Living well while she deals with the consequences of trying to baby trap someone with a fake pregnancy. And yes, I kept all the documentation, just in case she tries round 2.